What's going on? So this video is called Whatever Brings You Life, and I'm talking about, whatever brings you good energy in life, whatever brings you good energy within your art, and even your relationships, your workplace, how you get your money. I think it's always the best decision to go towards what brings you positive feelings in life. There's no point going to a job that you hate, that brings you negative energy, because it kills your momentum into positive emotion. But in saying that, I think going through hard times and times that make you feel like death, the opposite of life, can make you stronger and can make you appreciate positive times. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to a shitty job now, if you're working in a factory, if you're working in customer service where the customers are always giving you shit, when you do a job that you actually love, it makes you really appreciate that job. And I can say this from experience, because right now with the work that I'm doing, I really enjoy it. I'm working with plants all day, and it's really peaceful. I get to work independently, and I've done a lot of type of jobs in the last couple of years, from factory work to gardening and laborious work to a lot of different type of jobs. So I think there's a time to go through phases where it feels like death. Sometimes when you're working out, it can feel like you don't want to go that extra set and your body's in pain. And the contrast to all that is that you go through all that pain with the result of bettering your body and feeling really good after the workout. So in general though, I always think that it's better to move towards positive emotion. So even if you are going through a shit time at your job, in your relationship, even your art, and you're struggling, try use it as positive enforcement to get through it, because we all got to go through hard times, and use it as positive reinforcement to get through it, because the good times will come eventually. So when I say whatever brings you life, I'm talking about, let me relate this to art. Whatever brings you to life. So, for me, what brings me to life with my art is going towards vibrations and sounds, to visuals, to places that bring me to life, that bring me good energy, that resonate with me. Sometimes you listen to beats, and some people make music for the mainstream sound, and it ends up draining their soul, because they actually don't want to make that music, but they're doing it for the money. Where for me, I would rather go and do things for myself, make music that I want to hear, that I want to enjoy, that I resonate with, instead of going the mainstream route. And everyone's got a different journey on their artistic journey. And so this advice that I'm giving might not be for everyone, because maybe they're working, they're doing their art for money, so they really can't do what brings them to life, because the industry is telling them that they need to hit this sound, or that they need to make this type of art. But in general, of course, it's better to move towards positive emotions in life, visiting, traveling places that bring you positive emotions, that really uplift your spirit and get your blood going. You know what I mean? Like, that's what life's about, I think, is evolving and bringing positive emotion into the world and into yourself, and expanding that emotion to everybody else around you. So, whatever brings you to life, whatever that might be, become more self-aware of yourself, of what you really do enjoy doing. And for me, I would rather work a job instead of selling out my art to do it for money, and go in a direction with my art that I don't necessarily enjoy. I could be doing photography and taking photos of products, or something like that, for instance, but that wouldn't really bring me much joy. Even though I am being creative, it's using my creative skills in something that really doesn't bring me to life. So Anyway, this is just a little message, and the message that I give out isn't for everyone. And if it does resonate with you, use it, and think about whatever brings you to life, whatever type of music, whatever type of art. And of course, I will say this: sometimes what brings us to life will bring us to life in the moment, but won't give us, long-term satisfaction. We could go to the club and it'll bring us to life. We could do drugs, it'll bring us to life for sure, but the next day we feel like shit. So there's always a flip side to the messages that I give out, because that's the world that we live in. There's always the yin and the yang. There's always two sides to something. There's the front and there's the back. There's the ground and there's the sky. And that's just life. We can't help but always have two sides to something. So that's the perspective that I'm always trying to give out. So yeah, I'm gonna end the message on that. And I hope you guys are taking care. And of course, I'm just out here in nature again. Taking a deep breath, sending good energy to y'all. Peace.